I have never been this humiliated and this trolled in the Pokemon trading card game in my life. In today's video, we're going to be playing around with my brand new Metagross EX deck, and in trying to show you guys how this deck functions and works, we hit by far the biggest troll I've ever played against in the Pokemon trading card game live game. This was just a painful one. This is what you call a hard watch. That said, I'll leave the exact Metagross list in the description down below if you want to give it a try. And I go through a roller coaster of emotions in this video, so if you want to help ease the pain, please hit that like button down below. It's gonna help me sleep at night. So for this game, we're going first, and we're playing against Jag8123 in Arceus rank around 1600 elo. Oh no, that's not looking too good. We love to see the rare candy, but we don't have a single Beldum. If we get a Beldum, we're super chillin'. If we don't get a Beldum, we're probably gonna lose, I'll be honest with you. Alright, looks like it's the iconic Munkidori mirror match. And it looks like we just lucked out with that insane top deck for the Beldum. Hand attached to the Beldum. We'll also play Pokégear just in case we get item locked. Arven here because we do need to establish some more Beldums for the upcoming turns. And we're going to pass. The big thing for this matchup you really want to do if you are going first is to get that turn 1 Beldum. Because if you do, there's a really high chance you can rare candy into your Metagross. And getting that attachment turn 1 is also insane, because when you have Metagross on the field, you can accelerate 2 energies per turn, 1 Psychic and 1 Grass, and they go on your Psychic, or sorry, 1 Psychic and 1 Metal, and they go on either Psychic or Metal Pokemon. We're able to just now attack essentially with our Metagross this next turn, and then we can attach for turn on this next turn with the monkey to retreat it, or if we have a Rescue Board, we can grab Rescue Board and retreat the monkey that way. Just getting that extra attachment is really big. We're able to do a bit more than we would otherwise. So it looks like we're playing against one of the big bad new decks. Maybe it might be Grimmsnarl, hard to say. It could just be like a burn style deck though. Alright, it looks like we're playing against some sort of control, and our rare candy is now locked out of the game, so that feels pretty bad. Alright, we gotta kick things off with an Artazon here. Let's see what's in the deck. If TM Evo is a play we can do. I think we have TM Evo in the, yeah, we have TM Evo in the deck, so we can go Girafarig into Farigiraf, and then our Metang is going to evolve into a Metagross as well. So a really strong turn, even though we got item locked, not that big of a deal. We'll evolve into Metang, we'll attach for turn, we'll go Arven here, we'll go Evo, and then we can't, of course, use the item we're going to grab, but we're going to grab a, let's grab a Buddy Poffin, and then of course we're going to remember to Adrenabrain. Let's put that 10 on to, let's put it on Snorunt here, and we'll TM Evo. And we have a pretty strong turn 1. I'm very happy with this. You guys are going to see this deck almost at, I'd say, full power, especially under item lock. So one thing to note for this deck is that the Metagross can accelerate energies to this guy before it evolves. So it only accelerates to Psychic and Metal Pokemon, as I mentioned earlier. So you have to make sure you accelerate the energies to the Metagross to Farigiraf before it becomes the Dark type, to Girafarig before it becomes Farigiraf, because then you can't do the bonus energies. All right, we got the Itchy Pollen hitting us here, and there's even a world where we take the knockout with the Munkidori. We could even do that if we wanted to. Alright, let's kick things off with the Artazon, and we can actually fight fire with fire. We play our own Munkidoris in the deck as well, so we can just have fun with that too. We can also attack with Skarmory. Skarmory is a tech attacker I've decided to give a try, because you can attach for turn and then accelerate a Metal and a Psychic. So ideally you want to attach a Metal for turn, then you can snipe 50-50. So I want to try and maybe set them up for that big play. So let's go with Munkidori here. I want to draw into energies for hand attach. So we're going to Iono first, because attaching for hand is very important. We want to get the dark energies. So no dark here, but we can still go Metagross, use our abilities, and grab 1 Metal and 1 Psychic. And we're going to put, let's put Psychic on the monkey, and then Metal on our Metagross, and attach to the Farigiraf while we're at it. And then we're going to go Adrenabrain. How much damage are we moving over? I can't even tell because the graphics is covered. Okay, good. We're moving over 20. And then we can go Mind Bend for 60 for the knockout. So this deck has really, really cool synergy because we can actually attack with Munkidori. You know, typically a lot of the decks that play Munkidori don't actually attack with it other than Gardevoir, because Gardevoir has those psychics that you can accelerate. So Metagross is kind of similar to Gardevoir in that respect, but Gardevoir of course accelerates energies from the discard pile, which means they have to do a lot of digging and they want to play a lot of like Ultra Balls and Earthen Vessels and get those energies in the discard, but Metagross kind of wants them in the deck instead. So when we have energies in our hand like this, we kind of actually want to play Iono first so we can actually use our Metagross's ability, because if I can recall correctly, I think if we do use the Metagross's ability next turn, we can only take one energy out, right? So important to keep that in mind. Now there is a limit to Metagross's ability as well. Again, it's 2 energies per turn, and it has to be 1 Psychic, 1 Metal, and they can be attached to Metal or Psychic Pokemon. So it means the type of decks you can build are pretty cool with it. That means if you have Psychic Pokemon, if you have Metal Pokemon that can take advantage of Metagross as acceleration that typically you never did before, you have a new energy acceleration engine. On top of that, like Farigiraf, right? Typically Farigiraf doesn't get accelerated like this magically, but we can do so with Metagross. And of course we are playing the dark energies as well. If you also wanted to have some Pokemon that are dark type attackers and need dark energies, you could also have some fun with the Munkidori there too. So there's a lot of room to experiment with Metagross. I think it's going to be a very underrated type of thing for a while. Okay, so on this turn we can't retreat because we can retreat. So we can actually go for the Skarmory play this turn. I think we can go for the Skarmory play. Let me just double check, always make sure. Okay, so we can't because we need 2 metals and we only have access to 1 metal in hand that's going to get Iono'd. So we can't do the Skarmory play just yet. So in this case we're going to set up another Beldum, Adrenabrain, and take, how much damage is on that? Okay, let's put 30 from our Farigiraf onto their Budew for the KO there. Don't know why they would bench Budew, to be honest with you. If we're lucky, we'll get the metal. Yes, okay. That is huge. We got the metal, which is good. However, we don't have the Skarmory available yet. So let's go ahead and also hand attach to the Farigiraf, I believe is safe. No, we want knockout right now. We kind of want to take the knockout here. Let's go for the monkey with the dark on it, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and retreat. We'll discard the psychic. Always keep the dark on, of course. And then now we'll go X-Boot. I think we can only do 1. Yeah, we got the 1 psychic. We'll also hand attach this psychic to the Farigiraf. And then we're going to go ahead and Metal Stomp for 200 for the knockout. Probably mentioned it earlier in the deck profile video. Yeah, this is going to be just a gameplay video. 2 different ways you can play, or there's a few different ways you can play Metagross that just come off the top of my head that are very simple and basic. There's one build that you can play with the Dusknoir, Duskull, Dusclops line, so that can help with the damage numbers because sometimes Metagross struggles with that. The second way is with the Munkidoris. You know, Munkidori is really good as well. And then the third way is there's like a Steven's Carbink. And so essentially Munkidori is you take 30 damage and then you can dish it back at them, but Steven's Carbink reduces the damage you take for all of your Steven's Pokemon by 30. So you don't get to play with those damage counters that would end up on your board, and that kind of sucks. So I played with that a bit, and if you're able to have like a big tanky defensive build of Metagross, you probably go with the Steven's Carbink. But I find that just Munkidori is just so good. Munkidori is so broken, and it really helps the math in a lot of cases too, especially if you line up some plays with something like Farigiraf and whatnot. Farigiraf is great as well, because it means you have another different type of attacker that you can use. But at the same time, it also gives you a counter to all those basic Pokemon EXs out there as well. So if you're hitting something like a Raging Bolt Joltik Box. If you need to do your final attack with Farigiraf to prevent a Blood Moon play, Farigiraf is a very, very strong attacker. Here we go. Let's do a little Artazon search. Alright, we got all these. And we don't have a wait. Oh, we have Rescue Board. Okay. So let's bring out Skarmory here. I kind of want to, I really want to do like a surprise play with the Skarmory. Oh, Skarmory says it does 50 to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. It doesn't just have to be on the bench. So if we were to gust the Frostlass here is actually weak to metal. So if we do get a monkey to 60 HP, we could take a double prize KO if we gust up that guy. Let's just bring in the Skarmory here for now. Arven's gonna grab us Rescue Board. And unfortunately, we don't have another Dark Energy to choose from at the moment. Let's also grab a Ultra Ball. And then we can evolve that to Metang. So let's do that. And I think I might have been able to rare candy that up, but we didn't. So maybe a subtle misplay I made there. We'll go ahead and take this monkey damage off. Throw it onto... Ooh, because they're going to keep throwing damage at us. Let's just put it on here. Because you can just not have them throw damage at you that way. And then I'll also X-Boot one metal. We'll throw it onto our Skarmory here and take the knockout with Metagross. So this matchup is, we're just hit like a weird control deck. I wish I could have showed you guys something a little more meta for this first match, but at least I get to show you guys essentially a bunch of the different reasonings and game plans and lines that you can do with this deck and whatnot. So all we need to do now is take 2 more prize cards. And if we were able to get the other Dark Energy, because we do play 2 Dark Energies, I think we just prize the other one, honestly. We would be able to do like the cool line where we go double dark onto a monkey and then potentially gust that up and take 2 prizes in one turn. Farigiraf also allows us to take 2 prizes in one turn as well, but it only swings 30 onto the bench. So one of their Pokemon has to be pretty softened up. Unfair Stamp and Counter Gain. We have to be careful because they do have, it's more of a control build. Sometimes you might want to play around Devolution. So you have to keep in mind if your Pokemon do get hit to a certain threshold of health. Like right now, if they were to Devo me, they would knock me out because I'd go down to Metang and I'd run out of HP here. Luckily, we have the Farigiraf here, so we could easily swing in with Farigiraf on our next turn and not be stressed about Blood Moon hitting us. They'd have to counter catcher. They'd have to gust us out of the active. But here they do have KO, so they can actually attack for free without energies at all with this Blood Moon because it has counter gain on it. So they would typically only need 1 energy to attack here. And we're getting hit with the Unfair Stamp. But yeah, that counter gain is essentially 1 colorless energy. Oh, we got the dark. Okay. So I guess when did we get the dark? Maybe I just never Earthen Vessel for it earlier. What is the line here? So Metagross goes down. Oh, this monkey's gonna get knocked out in between turns. This one lives. That monkey gonna go bye-bye in just a second. Okay, we're gonna promote Farigiraf here. Now it's getting close, but I think we're in a pretty good spot, honestly. Attach for turn, Arven, and we actually have Unfair Stamp of our own, which is pretty funny. So I'll put a band on Farigiraf. I'll play Artazon as well, just to thin out a Pokemon before we play our Unfair Stamp. So our draws are a little bit better. Play Unfair Stamp here. We can go Super Rod back these cards. And we can fail the Nest Ball. Actually, let's fail the Nest Ball. We don't want to set up the monkey play. But we want to keep, sometimes we want to keep additional cards in hand. And that's because we want to always be mindful about Ultra Ball. Sometimes we're going to use Ultra Ball to our advantage and just save it for to be discarded later on. And then we'll go there. Maybe I should have put it on that monkey. Either way, they now can't attack our Farigiraf, and they also just can't attack with the Blood Moon in general. You can't attack with the Blood Moon 2 turns in a row here. Oh, you know what? No, I did do the correct play, because if they were to retreat this Ursaluna, we can throw the damage back at the Blood Moon, and then also ping it with the damage from his Farigiraf. And I think they made a misplay just now by putting the damage onto my Farigiraf when they could have KO'd the monkey, but the monkey was what they should have gone for in this case here. Also, we have an out. We can actually close out with Steven Skarmory in this scenario. Yeah, we can go Ultra Ball with Arven. That's so cute. Oh, that was so cute. They tried to hit us with that. Oh, that's adorable. All right, let's try and do the cool play. Let's do it. Let's do the cool play. We're gonna go Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball is gonna give us Metagross. Oh man, I'm genuinely looking forward to doing this play. This is sick. Okay, and then we gotta go Metagross there, and then we're gonna go Metagross. Metagross gives us 1 metal and 1 steel. From 1 metal and steel, 1 metal, 1 psychic, and then we're gonna go Munkidori. We're gonna Munkidori 30 from our dude here, and this is gonna put it at 50 range. And then we're gonna retreat, even though we don't need to. Like, we could just win right there. We're gonna retreat, bring in Steven Skarmory, and Steven Skarmory is gonna take a nasty 3 prize turn, knocking out Blood Moon and the Munkidori. And there we go, my special sauce of Steven Skarmory popping up. I love it. I love it. It was a little excessive there, but when you're playing to have fun. If I'm playing a fun deck, I'm gonna have some fun. Next up, we're playing against CF-Bill02. Let's go second for this game. Since I showed you guys what this deck is capable of going first, let's see how we can do with maybe a Technical Machine Evolution play. And I say this when, if we went first, we would have had the turn 2 Metagross EX. That would have been so cool, but it's okay. It's all good. I want to show you guys different ways this deck operates and functions. And oh my gosh, this is probably one of the worst matchups I could ask for. We hit Ethan's Typhlosion. Dude, Ethan's Typhlosion just cooks us for weakness. Bruh. It's gonna cook us alive. So we are gonna definitely have an uphill battle here. We are gonna have to play around weakness. Luckily for us, we do have Farigiraf EX. So that's a dark type attacker we can always swing in with. And nice, they have the Dragapult engine. The Ethan's Typhlosion is going to be the big threat here. No attachment for turn is a blessing to see. All right, let's kick things off with an Artazon. We're going to need Artazon big time. We're going to need our boy Budew to do some item locking. And I just realized we do not have an energy in hand. Oh god, okay. Plan B, we drop in Mew. And then we can go Ultra Ball, discarding Ultra Ball and Boss's Orders. That can give us Beldum. So we at least have Rare Candy Metagross next turn. Now I'm gonna need an energy here or a supporter card. So Mew, bless us Mew with something good. And it's an energy. Alright, that's exactly what I needed to see. Now we can retreat into Budew and stand a fighting chance. This is honestly the hardest matchup. I've already played it 3 times. I'm 0-3 in this matchup. So hopefully we can beat the weakness. The other horrible, almost I'd say auto loss, if not like it's an auto loss for this deck, is Surledge EX. If you hit Surledge EX, I would just scoop it up, honestly. It's not happening. All right, are we getting knocked out for weakness? No. Oh, we're doing the Itchy Pollen Wars. This is gonna be very fun to witness. That's for sure. All right, so Ethan's Quilava is really strong. It's a stage 1 that lets you instantly grab Ethan's Adventure. Search your deck for up to 3 combo in any combo Ethan's Pokemon and basic fire energies. So the consistency is insane, and you're just pairing that as well with the Dragapult EX line too. You got the Dracloaks Recons. You're looking at a pretty consistent beast. If you ever wanted to play Ethan's Typhlosion, I would say pair it with Dragapult EX. It is by far the best way to play it. I've done hours and hours of research on Ethan's Typhlosion as well, and any of the top lists I've seen do well in Japan and perform well, it's always paired with Dragapult EX. So similar to how I've paired Miraidon with Dragapult, I'm also, when I plan to play Ethan's Typhlosion, your boy is also going to be playing with Dragapult in the list. All right, Artazon here, Beldum, or we could also set up a Girafarig, and Girafarig could become a lifesaver later on. I think we need the other Beldum. You know what? No, if we hit Poffin, oh, we can't even play Poffin. What am I saying? Okay, we're gonna go Budew and bring in the Dreepy and Mew for 1. I was gonna say, if we hit Poffin, we can, oh, Team Evo would have been so good if we had energy. No energy though. If we hit Poffin, we could just get the Beldums that way, but we're under item lock and I completely forgot about that. We at least know they're gonna play an Ethan's Adventure supporter card on this turn. Oh no, we got Arven. Okay. So they always have a way to, you know, do well. Like, just built-in supporter search is so good. And when your supporter that you're searching for it gives you literally fire energy or Ethan's Pokemon, that's just some insane level of consistency that you can have in a deck that's single prize Pokemon as well. So similar to how I think Metagross is super underrated, I think Ethan's Typhlosion is also seriously underrated at the moment as well. If you are ever trying to play a fire deck, absolutely try and squeeze in, you know, the Typhlosion line in there if you can. Alright, well, we got a good old Artazon. This time we can actually grab the Beldum. So we have some options, hopefully. And we got to go Itchy Pollen War once again here. And on this next turn, our Budew will be knocked out, and we will also have items locked. So we literally just need an energy so bad. If we got an energy, we could Evo TM, and then we could evolve into Metagross on the following turn. But no luck there. Also, the artwork for Ethan's Typhlosion, oh, so good. It is so nice. This artwork is enough for me to want to play the deck alone. And the fact that it is still, you know, a really solid deck, I'd say, for a single prize deck, it makes it even better. So it just makes me sad because it hurts me for weakness, man. Why is it gotta cook my Metagross deck for weakness? And they're just setting up all their Typhlosions, getting them all nice and ready. Gravity Mountain, they don't even need Gravity Mountain. They're gonna hurt us for weakness. There's the Typhlosion with the nice artwork. What's cool too is the pose of this volcano Pokemon. Is he Honey Badger? It's like the same pose as the one there. So I like the fact that it's like that. Alright, here we go. We're gonna promote Mew EX for this next promotion and just hope we can get an energy card because our entire hand is dead. We can't do anything at all. Oh, one cool thing you can do too is if your Girafarig hurts your own bench Pokemon, you have to put 10 damage with the dual headbutt attack. You can Munkidori that damage over. So, little thing to take note of too for the Girafarig. Alright, let's promote the Mew. And please give us a supporter card. Anything dark energy is huge. Okay, so in this scenario, we are going to promote, I'd say, okay. We can't have both of our boys get cooked. Oh, actually, no. We could go... Let's go Munkidori. Attach the Dark. And unfortunately, I forget how much Metangs and if we even have the evolution of Girafarig in the deck. So this is where bad price checking will hurt you. Do keep in mind for the newer players out there when it comes to TM evolution that you have to select your targets first. And then when you look into your deck, you can't change your mind if you don't have the Pokemon available. Here though, we're desperate. We need to evolve both of these Beldums for even a chance. There we go. In this case, it never would have hurt. All the Pokemon would have been able to evolve, but there are cases where you learn the hard way that you should have price checked for those Pokemon. So remember, every single time you play an Evo deck or TM Evo deck like this, make sure you can actually evolve your Pokemon. I'm sure at least 10 people watching this right now have been burnt by not prize checking before using a Team Evo. And in this case scenario, you know, typically I'd play Poffin and then see, but I can't even do that because we're under item lock. So I would have to remember from the Artazon searches way earlier on about what the TM Evo targets could be in the deck. All right, we got Ultra Ball discarding their TM Evo, and right now they have 3 Ethan's Adventures in the discard pile, which means Typhlosion hits for a massive 220 damage for 1 fire energy. Earthen Vessel coming in. There's the Artazon getting discarded. And now we got Fire and Psychic. So now they can even start setting up the Dragapult EX play. Redeemable Ticket is a card I've only seen been played in Ethan's Typhlosion decks as well. Just because it's very, very important you can have full power of your Typhlosion. So it can, you want to make sure you can put those Ethan's Adventure cards into your deck through the Redeemable Ticket item card. I've even experimented with Redeemable Ticket in my Joltik box deck and some other decks as well. It's really strong because if you prize something valuable, it allows you to shuffle that prize card back into your deck and have access to it that way. I've even paired Redeemable Ticket with Dusk Ball. And if you don't know what Dusk Ball does, it's Great Ball, but from the bottom of your deck. So Great Ball says search the top 7 and then add a Pokemon you see from your top 7 to your hand. Dusk Ball says bottom 7. So a really obscure case scenario, but you could Redeemable Ticket and then Dusk Ball, and then therefore you can take that Pokemon from your prize cards from the bottom of your deck and add it to your hand. Dusk Ball is also very good if you were gonna play, like if you were ever gonna play Great Ball, just Dusk Ball is better. And I say that because if you get hit with an Iono and you just happen to know that, you know, there's a Pokemon on the bottom of your deck, you can search it out with the Dusk Ball and guarantee you have it because you know it's on the bottom of your deck no matter what. All right, enough yapping. That was me talking about random card combos. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And now we have to try and not get farmed here. We really need Mew to pop off. I want to attack with Farigiraf EX. Oh, that's huge. Okay, so we're going to go, first off, evolve into Metagross. Then we're going to go Buddy Poffin to thin out some Pokemon that we don't have in our deck. Feels bad. Now we're going to go... we need Energy Attachment as well. We need to draw an Energy after attaching 2 from the deck. It feels pretty bad. It feels pretty scuffed. How much are they swinging for regardless? 220 right now. And so they would want to kill our Metagross. We need to be able to live through a turn of Metagross. Okay, so Metagross, just put in work, buddy. Come on. So we have four energies in total in deck. 1 dark as well. So we have 5 energies in deck. And we need our Mew to draw. You get 2 cards out of 32, 5 energies. Maybe Earthen. I think we have 2 Earthen Vessels. So we have 7 outs. 7 outs. 2 cards. Here we go. Restart for 2. Yikes. But Metagross. Okay. We're in a bad spot. We go Monkey, Dark, and all these guys. We can use this Metagross as well. Oh, we could have copied the Ethan's Typhlosion, but I couldn't have known we'd draw the other Metagross. But you can also, one really cool thing about this deck is you get to, you can charge up your Mew EX, and your Mew EX actually becomes a really valid attacker all throughout the match. Alright, so Metagross going to be our sacrificial lamb here. It's not looking too good. It's looking like scoop territory. If I was playing at locals, I'd probably scoop. But if I'm vibing with the person, you know when you go to locals and you're like, you're in a bad matchup, and you know you're probably going to lose, but like you're enjoying the company, you're enjoying playing that game, even if you're losing, because the person you're playing with makes the game that much more enjoyable. I won't scoop. You just play it out. Have some fun. Go for some really weird, wacky, creative lines. Lines you wouldn't necessarily go for otherwise. Or you scoop it up and you say, hey bro, I'ma scoop this. You want to play another one? And they'll probably say yeah. Guys are like, yeah, they'll feel bad for you. They'll pity you. And then they'll try and beat you one more time. And then you beat them in the second game, and you're just like, dang, 2 out of 3, right? I wish. But no, it's best of 1 usually for locals, unless you go top cut at like a League Cup or something like that. All right, we promote MuEX here, and I think we're almost done losing. And we'll play one more game. We can go. We can accelerate some energies. Hold up. Grab the wall. We can go like that, and then go restart for 2. Restart for 2, not horrible. And we can go for a confusion play. Mind bend. Real, we probably lost. We're gonna scoop it up. I don't want to waste any more time. All right, let's do one more game. Hopefully hit something that's not an auto loss. It's always fun playing these fun rogue decks, and especially if you beat those meta decks with the rogue deck, it makes that victory taste even better. Honestly, maybe I just really need to go first with this deck. Maybe it's just this is a go first deck, because you can turn 2, hit for 200 with Metagross. You just have to attach and then Metagross ability. You're swinging 200. The Evo TM is cool and all, but without energy, it's a little harder to pull off. And on top of that, being under item lock feels like crap too. Pretty good turn 1, and we're going second here. As long as we don't get Itchy Pollen, we do get to evolve to Metagross. That'd feel pretty good. Ooh, okay. Okay, we're talking Earthen Vessel, discard the metal, grab a dark, and okay, we're gonna make sure we leave the psychic in the deck, because again, Metagross is 1 psychic, 1 metal, right? So if we take that metal out, our Metagross is only pulling out half the energies. Here we're also going to go attach to the monkey. I'm assuming we're not gonna get Itchy Pollen. This is where like experience of the game really comes in handy. You see a Teal Mask, you know you're not going to get Itchy Pollen, so I can probably play this Ultra Ball next turn. So we're going to hand attach to this Munkidori and pass. So on our following turn, we'll be able to play Arven. Arven's going to grab us Rare Candy and then a tool. The tool we're not necessarily going to need, so we're going to use that as discard fodder, essentially. Or a draw for turn. So we'll probably draw a card, and the card we draw is gonna get discarded with Ultra Ball. I'll be real. I think that's what's gonna go down here. Ooh, okay. I think we hit Toadscruel. I think we might have hit Toadscruel. Hard to say. Or Yanmega EX. When I see Teal Mask with these charms and Crispin, I'm thinking Yanmega. Oh yeah, it's Yanmega EX with Iron Hands EX, I think. Oh, and they scooped. No. One more game, y'all. I did not want to end on a sudden game like that. Let's see if we can hit 1600 with the boy Metagross EX here. And of course, if you guys are enjoying the Metagross deck, if you're playing it yourself, I would love to know how you're building the Metagross deck. What are the things for matchups you're looking out for? What text you have in? I know Metagross, as I said earlier, is underrated. It's definitely an underdeveloped deck that not too many players are like picking up and giving a shot. It released the same time essentially as the Marnie's Grimmsnarl deck, and the Marnie's Grimmsnarl deck is the deck that took all the attention away. Other than Marnie's Grimmsnarl, I think Ethan's Typhlosion got a little bit of hype, but the most serious amount of hype went on to Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Team Rockets had a little bit of hype, but everyone was kind of like on the fence about it. Everyone was like, yeah, I don't think Team Rockets is going to be that good, especially after Torrid kind of fumbled. He kind of fumbled in Japan. Okay, let's go attach to our boy Beldum on the bench. I like that. Beldum on the bench and pass. Luckily for us, we do have the Technical Machine Evolution in hand, ready to go. So we are able to play around item lock. Essentially, we're going to be promoting our Beldum on this next turn and then using it to evolve these 2 Beldums. So we have our one hero Beldum, and then these are going to evolve into the Metangs, and then on the following turn, Metagross is going to be able to see the board, and hopefully we can pop off with that. All right, we got Professor's Research. Okay, pretty cool combo they did there. They were able to protect one card in their hand from the wrath of the Research and play Poffin. Alright, so I wonder what card was super valuable they wanted to keep. Maybe we're playing against the Slowking deck? Hard to say. Oh, what the heck is going on here? We got Duskull. Okay, Duskull's pretty generic, but Smoliv? What the... What's going on? We got Budew and Smoliv in the same deck. Alright, so we're under item lock now. Let's go ahead and retreat into Beldum, and then we can go Technical Machine Evolution, we can go Arven, and then here let's grab Defiance Band, and we're going to be under item lock again, so the item we grab doesn't really matter. So let's grab Nest Ball. Maybe if we don't become under item lock, we can play the Nest Ball at some point. Okay, we're going to go attach for turn. We'll put the band on this Beldum as well. We're going to go ahead and evolution our two Beldums into Metangs. Wait, well, I want to make sure it's this Beldum first and then that Beldum, because if only one gets evolved, it has to be the one with the energy. That's the ideal scenario. All right. Not bad. We now have a double Metang on the board, so we are threatening our Metagross. Now, I don't know if I said it earlier in this video, since this video is mainly about gameplay. I don't think we did a full, we didn't do a full in-depth deck profile coverage at the start of this video. But this deck's one of this deck's biggest weaknesses is the lack of onboard draw. So if you were to have onboard draw in this deck, it's similar to Joltik Box and the other decks that rely on Mew and Fez and Pokégear. So yeah, Mew, Fez, Pokégear is the draw engine essentially for this deck, and a heavier supporter count line, you could say. This is the new card we're playing against, Arboliva EX. It says, choose one of your opponent's Pokemon 6 times. You can choose the same Pokemon more than once. For each time you choose a Pokemon, do 20 damage to this. It isn't affected by weakness or resistance. Okay, so that is a little weird. That's a cool attack. You ping for one grass, you ping 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. You combine that with the power of Duskull, Hawlucha. This deck we're playing against is a really cool pinging deck. That sounds funny. Whenever I think of pinging, I think of like Apex Legends, Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, because you ping things in those video games. So pretty funny we're playing against a ping deck, and this means we could get absolutely ran over here. Oh my god, yeah. So right now they're putting 50 damage on our board. So they're gonna delete this Metang with their oh my gosh. So we lucked out here. We definitely, dude, we actually lucked out here because if we didn't have double Metang, we just lose. So this is rough. If they have ultra, like if they had a second Dusclops, we basically lose because they could explode the other and then go 60. Oh my god. I've never seen a deck like this before. It's kind of cool, not gonna lie, pretty cool. Alright, how are they gonna ruin my day? On the bright side, we have Nest Balls and Buddy Poffin, so we will be able to get some draw power on the board with Mew EX and Fezandipiti. So we should be able to get an energy attachment for turn. That's the most important thing, that we get the energy attachment for turn here. So our Poffins are completely dead cards. We got Nest Ball for Fez, Nest Ball for Munkidori. Okay. So we're gonna Nest Ball out Fez, and then we're also gonna go Nest Ball out. I think Girafarig makes a lot of sense, honestly, but Girafarig will get knocked out by that Menace to Society. It might be a Clefairy angle. I think Clefairy might be the angle here. I just can't evolve. You know what, I'm gonna set up the, I'm gonna set up the Girafarig. I'm gonna set up the Girafarig. We'll fail the buddy. Alright, and then actually no, that's kind of a bad play to fail the buddy, because if I drew Super Rod I could have put back my boys in. It's all good. It ain't, oh no. Okay, Iono's huge. So yeah, we really need to draw the energy for turn before the ability. So we're gonna play Iono first, and we're really hoping for that energy. Yes, okay. Oh my gosh, 1 energy. We were blessed by the energy right there. Oh, a cool play we could do here. It could come up, but we could attack with the Munkidori. We could confuse it. If we confuse it, that's kind of nice. But nah, we're gonna go for the 2-hundo hit with our boy Metagross. And then we're also gonna go second monkey or Nest Ball. Let's play the Nest Ball. What else are we cooking? Clefairy, Skarmory. Kind of mid, I'd say right now. I like the idea of getting the second monkey on the board. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Metal Stomp for 200 now. Alright, let's see how they bounce back from that 200 damage. It's basically their only attacker. The rest of the game plan is all the pinging stuff. And all they need is 2 prizes. So in theory, if they were to like explode 2 Dusknoirs, and even a third thing, like if they explode 2 Dusknoirs and a Dusclops, they could run away with it. Yeah. Oh no, yeah. They hit for 120. So they could KO both Munkidori and Budew. Oh, this is actually so scary. And that's kind of funny because we're up against a bunch of ghost Pokemon. But yeah. They could gift us prize cards, put us down to 1 prizes, and then finish us off with our Bolivia. It might have been the play to honestly go for the confusion play. That might have been the line. But now we have to see if we can just hold on here. Oh, so that makes sense. They needed to discard that Dusclops. Get the damage on the board, draw more. If they see Dusknoir, they're just really good. Rare Candy Dusknoir. Uh-oh. I don't like this. I am afraid. I don't like this. So they mewed, 1 card hand. So now they have to decide if they want to Dusknoir right now or later. But, and big but, we will have a juicy Iono for this next turn. And we will have knockout on the Arboliva. It's going to come down to if they want to Dusknoir now or later. Alright, they're Dusknoiring now. That sounds funny to say. They're Dusknoiring now. And if they leave damage counters on our side, then we could monkey them over. We could potentially take a 3 prize turn if we're able to have the heart of the cards in this next turn. If we can go somehow gust up the Mew and have a Farigiraf EX, we can go hit the Mew for... Oh no, we don't even have to gust. We just need Girafarig to live. If Girafarig lives, we win. Because Girafarig can knock out Arboliva and then hit the Budew on the bench for knockout for 30. So big turn here, very big turn. Yeah, let's see what they do here. I don't know if they can take 3. They need 3 prizes here. Will they have enough if they explode the Dusclops? They take 1 there. And then 2, 4, 6. No, they're 20 damage short. Oh my god. They're literally like 20 or 10 damage short. They're 1 more extra ping away from game, I think. Okay, so we can try and clutch it here. This is down to the wire. This is actually a very, very close, entertaining game here. 1 single misplay could change the fate of our destinies. I'm trying to hype it up more than it is. Alright. There we go. There we go. Alright, it's going to come down to Fez for 3 plus Iono. We have to accelerate the energies as well. Alright, chat. Let's try and do the biggest play of our life. And there's no chat. There's literally no chat because I'm just filming this, not on stream. Okay. So what sucks right now is we prized, or we're down metal energy. So we have no more metal energies left in deck. We need to play Iono or Arven or whatever, and oh, we need so much. But basically we need to attach for turn, get an extra metal in the disc or in the deck, and then swing. So we fail that. We are going to go Pokégear. Arven's big. Okay. Arven means we can go Super Rod and get the homies. I'm also thinking like they can't explode the Dusclops as well. So we're gonna go Arven. Arven means we get the Rod. Okay. And then we need the Ultra Ball. So we need a metal. We need to put Psychic in deck. And we need to put 2 energies in deck. We need to put... Oh wait, are we out of Psychics? Did I prize my others? No. we prized the other Psychics. I swear, we run 4 Psychic, 4 Metal. The last 3 prizes must all be... They must all be Psychic energies. We prized 3 Psychic energies. The whole game plan is shot. Oh my god. The whole game plan is shot. Okay. Flip the script. Not like this. Not like this. This is not bueno. Okay, we'll stack our deck with the Iono. And we'll X-boot. Oh, wait, why did I do that? Yeah. Oh, no, wait. Bruh. I am an idiot sandwich. We had them this whole time. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is how I know this is the last video I'm filming for today, because oh my gosh. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. Alright. Well, let's see what they do here. I don't think they can win. They would need Blood Moon Ursaluna Gust for game. If they have Blood Moon Ursaluna Gust, they deserve it, because your boy overcooked. Alright, there's the Ultra Ball. So they'll surely grab a Blood Moon Ursaluna, and then they're going to restart for 2 and hit the boss's orders for game. Dusknoir. Are we going to go Sudden Death? No shot. Drew by Nature is going to make us go Sudden Death. You mad lad. Restart for 2. Okay, we're not going Sudden Death. I mean, he decides right now if we go Sudden Death. Oh, if he has Bundle too. Yeah, if he plays Blood Moon Bundle, he needs Blood Moon Stretcher, because I know we had Bundle earlier. Oh, there's Blood Moon. If he gets... No shot. He's got it like that. He's going to get Iron Bundle, and he's going to Night Stretcher the Blood Moon. Oh, no, small. Whoa. Okay. I have hope. It's not over yet. There's the Night Stretcher. It's Blood Moon. It's Blood Moon, yeah? Yeah, Blood Moon. Okay. Did you play an Ace Spec? Do you play Prime Catcher? Is Prime Catcher in hand? Am I an idiot? No, you haven't played an Ace Spec. Do you have Prime Catcher in hand? Are you just swinging for 240 here? Are we just swinging for 240 here? Okay, he said no. He said we're going Sudden Death. This guy's trolling me. We're going Sudden Death, y'all. Sudden Death. Here we go. If you guys don't know how it goes, we're going to have another game, and the first person to take 1 prize wins. So let's see how this goes. Sudden Death. Let's see if we can clutch it. We're going to go heads. Tails. Alright, so they get to choose. And that is scary. Being able to choose who goes first in Sudden Death is a really big deal. Yeah, they're going to go first, because if they get turn 2 or Beleva EX, they can just win. If they swing for 120 onto a Beldum. Oh, that's cooked, man. I'm starting Beldum. If it were my choice, I would go like full Clefairy mode here. Sudden Death, here we go. We got Smoliv hitting the bench. That is not what I wanted to see. We do not want to see Smoliv. Here's the Ultra Ball. I wouldn't be surprised if they're just going to thin from UEX for more draw, because literally all they're going to need, like, the attack cost is so low for Obliva. They just need to see one card. And let's say that if they don't get it, they could like explode if they wanted to, and then do another sudden death. All right, there's a MUEX. There's a Squawk. Oh my god. Super Rod. Yo, they're cooking for sudden death, man. Their deck is like, do they have a deck that's built for sudden death? You force sudden death and then you win. That's my game plan. Hey man, how do you win the tournament? I won every game in sudden death. All right, here's MUEX. Restart for 2. Surprised they didn't Squawk first, but maybe they just need more draw first. You know, who knows? I don't know their circumstances. I won't be one to judge. All right, there's the attachment for turn. There's the Squawk. So this means they can have the retreat pivot guaranteed for this next turn. And all they need now is Rare Candy, Ultra Ball, Energy, and they have game. Because there's nothing I can do to stop them from hitting Beldum for 120. Alright, well, let's kick things off with a Nest Ball. Can I win on first turn? I don't think I have a way to win on my first turn. Razor Wing. Dual Headbutt for third. Ooh, Budew. My savior, Budew. Yes. It's a Budew angle. Okay. Yeah, we have to go item lock. We have to go item lock. It's our only choice, because if they go Rare Candy, they win. So we're going to go retreat into Budew. Arven gives us... We can Unfair Stamp as a dead card in this matchup. Oh wait, what's the other attack? Oh no, what's the stage? What's the stage? Stage 1. What's the stage 1 do? I saw him super audit. He super audited it back. Okay, good. He can't KO me for 1 energy on the stage 1. Okay, had to think about that. We'll grab, these are all dead cards, honestly. Okay, we'll grab all that, and we'll grab... Grab another Nest Ball, I think, is safe. We have Mew in the deck. We don't. Oh, we do have Mew. Okay. Ultra Ball. Okay. Ooh, close call. Okay. Now we can go Artazon, attach for turn. Artazon gives us a. Let's go Girafarig. No, let's go Beldum. Actually, no, let's go Girafarig here. We can go Ultra Ball, discarding this in... We don't even need to... We want a Rare Candy this next turn, so we're going to Ultra Ball those. Mew EX gives us restart for 2. Itchy Pollen, okay. But our Budew is such a big liability here. It is like the biggest liability of all time. No way, you can just retreat and go Blood Moon? That's garbage. I swear I play Blood Moon. We could have won with Blood Moon. Don't tell me I could have won with Blood Moon, bro. In real life, you set up 6 prize cards, and then you set up like normal. That's ridiculous. Oh, in real life, you set up 6 cards, bro. You don't set up 1 prize card in real life. I completely forgot it was like that. Because that means, too, you can Iono to 1 on your first turn. Yo, give me a rematch. Give me sudden death number 2. Give me sudden death number 2. Come on. Do it. Do it. You won't. You won't. Come on, Drew by Nature. Don't be shy. Yes, let's freaking go, you legend. You legend. Double sudden death. Okay. Dude, I didn't know. You could do that. That's insane. Alright, double sudden death. That's so annoying, though. I didn't know you could just go Blood Moon for game like that. I didn't know that, bro. I didn't know the rules were different online than real life for that. Alright, here we go again. Double sudden death. Metagross versus Arboliva EX. Sudden death round 2. Was not expecting to play double sudden death today. That's nuts. Alright, my opponent's going first. Let's see how this one goes, man. Let's see how this one goes. Alright, we got Girafarig, we got Skarmory. Let's go Girafarig here. Oh, I could have baited. No. If they do Budew, you can one-shot the Budew with Girafarig. That's actually so annoying though, that you set up 1 prize cards online, but in real life you set up 6. Because you're not getting the accurate real life Pokemon experience, you feel me? I want it to be as realistic as possible. I need these, you know, these graphics are pretty realistic. I need the same gameplay. Alright, here's the turn 1 Buddy Poffin. That's ridiculous. Then I'll feel bad if I get the Blood Moon out. I'm gonna feel like the villain, man. I can't do that. I can't be the villain and go Blood Moon. I'd be kind of crazy though if I did though, right? You know, you guys wanna have anything against me if I ruined if I ruined it for us. Yeah, that's insane, dude. I'm still flabbergasted. I am discombobulated right now. I'll be for real right now. That's insane. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling there. We got Nest Ball coming in, the Mew EX. That's a really cool deck though. Very, very cool deck. All right, we'll go Skarmory, Clefairy. Let's Arven. Do we have Blood Moon in here? Oh, I don't play a Blood Moon? Bruh. I am trolling. I am trolling by not playing a Blood Moon. Oh my god, I just deserved to lose last game because you could do the Blood Moon play in sudden death. Okay. Plan B. Plan frickin' B. Item lock. Item lock time, yes. It is time to item lock. Budew, I choose you. Budew. I prized my 1 copy of Budew. No shot. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, golly gee willikers. Okay. That is insanity. Let's promote. Clefairy kind of goes hard with the Team Evo, because then you can turn to swing with it on the next turn. I prized my 1 copy of Budew. I needed for my game plan, but because they allowed me to live through the Blood Moon KO, I will not scoop. I know they want to win on their own terms. They want to win with their Arboliva EX, so I will honor it. But here they can't explode Dusclops, and they can't force another sudden death if they wanted to. Okay, now they could if they wanted to, bro. Don't do this to me, Drew by nature. No shot. He is forcing triple sudden death. This guy's a monster. This guy's a menace to society. There's the Budew. But we're gonna go triple sudden death. It's about to go down right now. I never thought I'd see the day, but because of Drew by nature, we're going into triple sudden death. We need to win the coin toss. We have to go first. Oh no. This guy's trolling me. He's actually trolling me. I know for a fact that he's gonna go for the Dusknoir line again. Our only win condition now is we start Clefairy and only Clefairy, and we just attach, pass, attach, swing. Okay, Fez is doable. Fez is something. Okay. I don't like it. I don't like it. Alright, here we go again. Here we go again. Round 3. Triple sudden death. I'm gonna add this guy to my friends list after. This is some shenanigans they're pulling. Oh my god, are they gonna keep playing to run the clock down to 0? He could run us down to 0. And then that might be the angle they're going for here. Oh, that really could be the angle we're going for here. What adds to the salt on the wound is at any point of the game, we know that he could just win by getting Blood Moon and attacking. So it just all comes down to if he prizes the Blood Moon or not, and then or if he can hit the turn 2 Dusknoir. But there's nothing I can do going first. And then going second, he could just get Blood Moon and win. So we're gonna... Ugh, okay. We gotta go Pokégear. Oh, Iono to 1. Yo, Iono to 1. We're doing it. We're doing Iono to 1. It's about to go down. And we're gonna item lock you, buddy. We're gonna item lock your head top right now. Yep, I said it. I done. Oh, I get Iono to 1 too. I don't like that anymore.
Bruh.
Nah, we're not Ionoing him to 1. We're gonna go Rescue Board, Earthern Vessel. No, Rescue Board Ultra Ball. Yeah, Rescue Board, Earthern Vessel, Gabadoo, Yabba Dabba Doo. Say goodbye to those. Get my boy Mew, and then we set up Mew, and then we're gonna go restart for 2 bars. Itchy Pollen, baby. Here we go. Itchy Pollen that. Get out of my face, Mew. Oh no. If he has the stage 1, he can evolve, attack. Oh, the Grand Tree. The Grand Tree. Yo, that's crazy. That was the A-Spec all along. All along, he was hiding his Grand Tree. A-Spec. Brother, well played. Oil salvo. I've never been oil salvoed for game before, but it happens. If you guys enjoyed the shenanigans, I hope you did, because this was some S-tier shenanigans. Good game, Drew by Nature. Hit that like button down below. Comment down below, Sudden Death Gang. Oh, I forgot to add him as a friend. Crap. Okay, whatever. Maybe we can't be friends after all.